Look what we got. It's the new Orbea Rise Range Extender for the H series. So the H30, H15, H10. The unboxing video, although we'll make this short.
Holy smokes. So it fits in the water cage.
Hey Vanna White, why don't you weigh it with that cage on there so we know what the total.
Okay, let me put this back on because you know we want the weight of the rubber band in there too. Okay, so here's our postal scale and setting it to 0.
3 pounds, 4.5 ounces. Looks like it has charging light indicators. Hit the power button there. Full charge.
And then this must plug in. We got a port in the back here, and that will go down to the bicycle port. Let's give it a try. What do you think? Okay, so now we're going to put the range extender onto the bike. So Dave has attached this, which is essentially a bottle holder, but it comes with a battery, and he's used his own screws. And a note about the screws is there's a washer there. He went over a log. It was a big enough bump that the whole thing fell out. And so you want to not use the washer so that you're getting enough screw
bite,
thank you. So anyway, that just screws in, then this slides on. We're going to actually put this on first to make it easier. Important thing is that there is a very specific way in which this goes. And in order to make it easier when you're out on the trail, we put a little mark, a little tick mark there that lines up with a little tick mark we wrote on here. And you want to make sure that this is completely open. If it's not completely open, it will not lock on, and that's another thing that happened. So we've got this completely open. We're going to slot this into here and latch it down. Okay, and then we're just going to slide this in to there, and this goes, again, this is going to always go straight up, so we put our little tick marks on here to make sure that it would go straight up. This was in the full open position and locks in. We are ready to roll. Let's go hit the trail.
Okay, first ride with the range extender. Got it in full boost. This won't be a ride for exercise, just to test this thing out. My bike shut off again. My bike keeps shutting off with this. That's not good. Hasn't disconnected. Oh, my bike's going. They didn't disconnect.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, now my bike shut off. Fuck me.
What happened? You okay?
Yeah, I hit my knee and the range extender popped out. Oh, it snapped the bolts off. Maybe the bolts weren't long enough to get a full bite. Yeah, I dropped a washer. I'm trying to find it.
Dave did a nice little ride across it, and oops, the range extender did not make the ride. So now we're trying to get that back on.
This is post-ride review of it. I used the original washers that came with the bike, and it didn't allow the screws to bite deep enough. And so this was loose and could come off. In fact, it did. You need to take at least one of the washers off. The screws bite really well without any washers whatsoever. The range extender battery is a little over 250 watts, which is a lot. I rode it the other day for 2 hours and I still had 2 out of the 4 light bars showing. I wish Orbea actually would make a smaller range extender. This weighs 3 pounds 4.5 ounces. So I wish they had something more around the 120 watt, just something you could throw in your pack or on there that was pretty light. You can go probably 6 hours or more with the combination. One issue I did have, this was the first test run with it, is the bike shuts off. The bike normally doesn't do that when it's on the regular battery.
This made our ride very tedious.
I don't know if that's an issue with the battery, my bike, or that's just the algorithm it has and it just shuts off early. It seems like it shuts off within a minute or two. But I also had some issues where it shut off while I was riding it. That isn't a good feeling when you're riding up a single track trail and suddenly your bike just shuts off, unless you have like monster legs to make it up, which I don't.
So we're going to look into that and get more information. If you have any other questions, we hope this video helped you. Please comment below and we will answer your questions. And if you have any ideas or any knowledge as to why the bike keeps shutting off, we would love to hear your feedback. Thank you very much.